And welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I will explain you how the price of crude has moved in the last 2 days and how the price of crude can move in the next 2 days. See, if you look at the chart of crude, what we have seen, crude is in the uptrend, as you can see looking at this particular chart overall. But after making a high of around $83.63, there is a continuous downfall and this gap is still pending. It has already made a low of around $76.68, but the gap that can be filled at a level of $75.66. Keep that in mind that if the price didn't sustain this level or if it comes close to $76.85, chances of filling this gap is on a higher side. Okay, now if you look at this particular gap, you can see that if this level comes down and then we can see a bounce back can come, or if it goes and above from this particular zone, then we can see yes, an uptrend for crude will start. Okay, but if this level didn't sustain or this gap, after that we can see a further downfall. This is the first thing. Second thing that you have to understand here is that before we move ahead and explain you where the price of crude can move in the next 2 days, if you have any doubt, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglab@gmail.com and one more mail ID in the description. Please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a telegram link I have given in the description, you can join that too. See, since from the beginning I was keep telling you that, see that after pandemic what it tries to make, a pattern is forming and this pattern is being repeated for quite some time. Okay, when the pattern was around this on the third chart, I have already explained you that it can repeat the same pattern for few more times. Okay, and this is the fourth time and this is the fifth time we have seen being repeated. It would have repeated for the sixth time, but because of the war situation and the Fed was continuously increasing the interest rates, that is where we have seen it has made a sharp fall, and now it is trading in this particular zone from quite some time. Okay, now if you look at this particular trend, see, after it has already made a high of around $83.5 and from there is a continuous downfall. So suppose if the price sustain this particular level, it can cross a level of around $79.04. Okay, this $79.04 is already a weak resistance, so chances are very high it can cross that particular zone and can touch a level of around $79.52. Okay, and suppose if the price sustain above that level, it can cross that particular zone and can touch a level of around $81, which is already a weak resistance and chances of going further upside is there. Then we can see it can cross that particular zone and a probability of going towards $82.35 is there. The 82.35 is already being a weak support as resistance, so chances of going further upside is there and a probability of touching $83.5 is there. Okay, keep this in mind that $83.5, we have not seen this level since November of 2022, so chances can be high that once it crosses a level of $83.5, then we can see yes, if it sustains this level, we can see it can move further upside, and a probability that will be high that it can cross a level of around $85.5 and then further upside. Keep that in mind. $85.5 is a strong resistance, so a bounce back can come from that particular zone, but if it's sustained, then we can see it can move further upside. As you can see looking at this particular chart, this is the level. Once it goes above this level, then we can see if sustained, it can move further upside. But suppose if the price didn't sustain this level, because you cannot see, I can tell you the overall trend or you can see the overall trend, but you cannot predict that the market will go in one direction or the other in a sharp way. Okay, this will happen only when there is a big news or some big event is happening. And that time also we will not see that it will move sharp. It will hold for some time, that will move, it will be very fast and the volatility will be very huge. Okay, and if you look at this particular trend also, see, overall trend is upside, but what it is trying to make, it is holding for some time, that is where it is moving upside. Okay, so you cannot say that the market will go upside or downside, but you can guess that the trend is upside or downside. Okay, see, now it is moving in, if you look at this from second week of April, there is a continuous downfall, but overall trend is upside, you can say, from March. Okay, so as you can see, the red candle and green candles both are forming, and probability that the volatility is high. So if this level didn't sustain, what we can see, the next support coming at around $78.07, and if that level also move further low, then we can see it can cross a level of around 77 and can touch a level of $76.79. Okay, suppose if the price fall below that particular level, it can touch a level of $75.70, which the gap can be filled. Okay, suppose if the gap filled and if it moves below that particular level, then we can see a level of $74.46, and from there we can see it can go towards a level of $73.70. Okay, suppose if the price fall below that level, we can see a level of $72.95 to a level of $71.76, and if the price fall below that level, it can touch a level of around $70.44. Suppose if the price fall below that level also, then we can see a probability of touching a level of $69.43 is there, and if that level move further low, then a probability of touching $67.8 is there. Keep that in mind. Once started falling below this level, $68, chances of going towards 66.67 is there, and from there we can see a level of 65.54. Okay, and if the price fall below $77, and then probability of touching $68 on higher side, if that level goes down, then we can see yes, probability of going further low will be there. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs in the description. Okay, and understand why most of the traders lose money. They do not understand that if you are getting some amount of percentage of return, you can take that. If the suppose if you got $1,000 profit or $10,000 profit, once this 100% profit, suppose this is 100% profit, comes down to 70%, exit the trades for the day and relax for the day. Okay, or any trades, even 60% is good if the volatility is high, but never try to wipe out this profit, because then you lose your capital also. This is most of the trader do mistakes. I teach how to overcome all these things, and I teach some of the strategies. If you want to attend that workshop, mail me regarding that and we can work out on the timing. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe it.